So the question was, oh, you want to try to slip in a question while I'm finding my reply here?
What's your favorite science joke?
My favorite science joke? Okay, you ready? Favorite science joke. You know about the Higgs boson, right? The Higgs boson, its field grants mass to particles. Right? That's, if you want to be a particle, that's the one to be, the Higgs boson. In fact, it's been called the God particle, because of the power it has over all the other particles. And it was discovered at CERN last year, and the Nobel Prize was given for it. Very cool. So, there's a friend of mine, his name is Brian Mallow, whose Twitter handle is Science Comedian. Yes, there are such people in the world. So he invented this joke, and I think it's short and awesome. Okay, it is. A Higgs boson walks into a church. I tested this on a Jesuit priest, he said it was cool. So here, a Higgs boson walks into a church. The priest says, sorry, we don't allow Higgs bosons in church. The Higgs boson said, but without me, you can't have mass. All right. I will end with this reading. It's titled, If I Were President. The New York Times asked me during one of the impasses in Congress, and they thought they would go find people who were not traditionally thought of as politicians and see if they had a solution that could help out the world. They said, if you were president, what would you do? So this was my reply that they printed. The question, if I were president, I'd do, implies that if you swap out one leader, put in another, then all will be well with America. As though our leaders are the cause of all ailments. That must be why we created a tradition of rampant attacks on our politicians. Are they too conservative for you? Too liberal? Too religious? Too atheist? Too gay? Too anti-gay? Too rich? Too dumb? Too smart? Too ethnic? Too philanderous? Curious behavior, given that we elect 88% of Congress every 2 years. A second tradition in progress is the expectation that everyone else in our culturally pluralistic land should hold exactly your own outlook on all issues. When you're scientifically literate, the world looks different to you. It's a particular way of questioning what you see and hear. When empowered by the state of mind, objective realities matter. These are the truths of the world that exist outside of whatever your belief system tells you. One objective reality is that our government doesn't work. Not because we have dysfunctional politicians, but because we have dysfunctional voters. As a scientist and educator, my goal then is not to become president and lead a dysfunctional electorate, but instead to enlighten the electorate so that they might choose the right leaders in the first place. Detroit, thank you.